your shit out the way. That's ridiculous.
I'm not gonna yell.
We ain't putting up with this shit.
I
Move.
heard that. You can move. It's not that serious.
Now, I'm an officer of the state of Kansas for the
Good.
Department of Revenue.
Okay.
I'm not putting up with this shit. Now move your car. You cannot block him in. He didn't hit your car. He has not affected you in any way.
I'll tell you this. I don't think he has. I heard he doesn't have a driver's license.
You're not the law.
I know. That's
So
why.
move and call the police. Report his tag or whatever you need to do, but you cannot block him in.
You know what? That's against the law. This is racist.
I know it is.
This is racist.
And he thinks he's entitled. Now
No.
move this fucking car.
Here I am at
Go move
Dillon's.
your car.
Here I am at Dillon's. I was over
You call
here
the cops.
trying
Go
to
ahead
get this
go ahead and
spot.
pull up and just back out this way.
You know what? They'll arrest him if the cops come because
Go
this
ahead and
spot's
pull up
open.
and then back out this way.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. You think because you're from this country, you think
Just
stalking him.
Just back
He's
up a little
having
bit
a,
and then
you
pull
know,
up.
All you need to do, young man, is say yes.
I don't have to apologize for anything. I was right there. It doesn't matter.
Don't even say nothing else.
You're humiliating
First
him.
of all, you're a grown man and this
You're
is
a
a child.
grown
Right,
man.
I-
And
How
his
old are you?
parents are not here.
51.
He didn't hit his car.
Come
All
on,
he did
calm
was cut
down,
him off,
sir.
and now he's blocking him
calm.
in, and that's against the law.
Yeah.
And just
You need
say,
to move your car.
Yeah.
thank you for the advice, but I'm not listening to your advice.
I'm not giving you advice. You need to move.
You
Well,
need
that
to
sounds
move.
like advice. What is that?
No,
That's
I'm
his car. He
walking
won't
by.
even get
I'm a
out.
grown man. He's a child,
And I'm
and he's a
grown
grown
senior
man.
citizen.
Why don't you,
He's
here's all I'm
upset
saying.
because a child cut him off in the parking lot. He didn't hit his car.
No, I'm upset because
you-
I don't
if you
care if
hit
it was
your car-
100 or 2.
Yeah,
I
but
still think
because he's
that we
black.
can avoid all
That's
this.
why you're doing
He
it.
can go ahead and
Because
just
he's
apologize.
black.
I want him to
and
be
let's
able to
move
leave.
it on
He
out.
can't make him stay here. What right does he have to make him stay here?
He's doing it, man, because he's
I
black.
understand
You know
that.
that.
Let's
I would like to stay
let's drop
here.
all
Now,
that.
if he
As a
was white,
concerned
you think he'd be
citizen.
doing that
Let's
to a
drop
white
all
guy?
Yep,
that.
I would.
Hell no, hell
No.
no, hell no.
I'm not with
Yeah.
that.
Well, I watch the TV a lot,
Oh,
and
no.
this happens all the time.
happens.
Hey, a white woman spit in my face the other day.
I'm right here. I need to get out.
You need to move.
I'm gonna give. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the chance to leave. If you're not going to, I'm just gonna call the cops right now and have you.
And they're going to tow my car. What are they going to
Yeah.
do?
They'll give you a ticket.
Because one, this is private property.
Right.
And
So
he's
we
the
have
owner of
that
Dillon's, that's why.
Okay, and all I'm saying is the young man who pulled in front of me
Okay,
and cut me
so-
off without a driver's license is.
How
I'm
do you
just
know
saying,
he don't have no
One-
license?
because he told these guys he doesn't.
Once again, hold on. Once again, I'm gonna give you a chance. Just go ahead and move your car. We'll just move on with our days. If not, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
call. Okay. So,
I appreciate it.
And he should
Thank
not
you.
apologize to
so
him.
which
He's a kid.
Right. So kids,
but it's-
kids have the right to
Okay.
break the law.
This is not his parking.
Hold on.
Kids have the right to break the law.
Okay. All right.
Fine with me.
What's
It's
your
not,
Did he hit
it's
your
not
car,
against the
dude?
law
No,
to
he
cut
didn't.
you off in the
You're
parking
lucky.
lot.
It's against the law to drive without a license.
What's
You're
your,
not the law.
All right.
I'm just saying.
You're not the
I'm
police.
just saying.
All right. What's your choice?
Okay. I will be glad to leave,
Okay. Thank you.
and I
Okay,
am I am heading out of here, and
All right. Let's move on.
I appreciate you guys handling it.
Can it be that?
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here is about some crazy ass older man who decides to get into it with a teen. Not over stealing his wallet, breaking in his house, you know, the usual crimes by the usual suspects. But no, this man decides to not only block this teen in for allegedly, and I must say allegedly, for allegedly stealing his parking space out of all things to be mad at. So I'm gonna let that soak in for a second and just picture yourself out here having to go through something of this magnitude over somebody who's mad basically about a stupid ass parking space. And we have many of petty people doing this type of things. I know I'm talking to maybe one or two, or maybe 200 or 300 or 2,000 or 3,000 right now that's very petty also. Now we all have some kind of petty ways where we have our pet peeves, and also where we just don't let, you know, shit get by, if you will. Let's just keep it real just like that. I understand that because I have been a victim of that also, being petty at certain times, but only when I feel that it's very warranted, if it's really needed. Because sometimes you have to be petty with some people. Sometimes people just can't rise to your level, and every now and then you have to stoop down to their level. But this guy right here was clearly in the wrong, for not only blocking his team in, but also telling the people that he don't have no driver license, and also saying, well, he don't have no license, going around telling the manager at the stores that. But I did not see not one single police officer on that scene. I did not see no boys in blue, no boys in black, nothing. SWAT, DEA, nobody. The only thing was on the scene was an IRS agent out of all things. Now, that's a gold figure right there. Now, you have an IRS agent who's basically telling him, look, I'm an officer of this state, and, you cannot do this. This is against the law, which it is. But at the same time, why do people take out time throughout their day to get into it over the smallest shit? Have you ever noticed that? Do you know people who's like that, who always get into it over the smallest things that don't really mean anything, things that could be easily just talked about? Now, have you ever went to the supermarket, to the mall, or anywhere, Walmart, Kmart, wherever you at, Target, and it's like a race to get to the nearest spot toward the door, because don't nobody want to walk way out there. But notice the people who really have the nice cars don't mind parking unless you got a handicap sticker. They don't mind parking way out in the parking lot. So you know how when people open their doors, when they get out their vehicles, their SUVs or cars or trucks, sometimes they would just sling their door open and scratch your damn car. Trust me, you don't want that when you walking outside towards your Lexus that you call Pearl, or your other cars, and you see scratches on it. You be like, God damn, I know damn well I ain't put these damn scratches on my car. How the hell did these scratches get on my car? Do you see a little car zoom off and you see somebody in the little rear view? You know, you can see they face in the rear view mirror right there. You be like, you bastard, you know what I'm saying? But you really can't do nothing, because if you go chase them down and put the paws on them, like Scrappy says, you're going to get in trouble. But this right here clearly shows you that some people just don't have no understanding and no self-control. And you could not sit up here and walk around like you own the roads. And that's what I want to hit on today. More than the fact of the young guy basically having to pull right in front of him. So you mean to tell me that this guy in this big SUV Ford Explorer, that this guy in this little Honda, Toyota, whatever, Subaru, who knows, pull right in front of him like that? I mean, I've seen some people that actually had wrecks trying to run to the same spot, and I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, my car too nice, and number two, I'm not finna sit up here and go back and forth with nobody. I just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I get like the Incredible Hulk. I don't like to be upset. So that's why I always try to be happy, even though it's very hard at times that people would try to push your button. But at the same time, you would not see Trey. You would not see Know the Ledge out there arguing over no damn parking space. If anything, I'm gonna be arguing over how much damn money I done spent in the store, or if they done cheated me or done took some money off my car. Then that's when the gloves come off right there. But other than some simple shit, you could talk about that. These are minor disputes. But that's what we have in this country more than anything in this world, with people who cannot reason with one another. That's the problem that we face more and more, not only just in America or the UK. Big shout out to my people in the UK, and big shout out to my people in Canada also. And I am going to get to some of those Canadian stories, but some of those Canadian stories be few far in between. You know what I'm saying? American story, we just buck wild all damn day long. You know what I'm saying? It's like the show, the festival over here in America. You just cut on your computer and you see all kinds of shit. These other nations, you have to go investigate and everything else. But at the same time, I just want to say that a lot of these things could be avoided. Now, what if the guy, you know what I'm saying? We done seen people do this. Maybe you haven't seen it, or maybe you've seen it on video or heard about it. But trust me, it happens on a day in, day out basis, where if you have the guy who's basically felt like that he was played, which means that the guy just ran in front of him, totally disrespected him, played, disrespect, one and the same. So he feels like he was basically disrespected by the younger fella who shows no respect toward his elders. Now, we don't know this. We don't know what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being objective right now, trying to see it from both angles. So what if the older guy would have went and pulled a gun and shot the young guy and said that the young guy tried to run him over or attack him? It would have been his words against theirs, unless the businesses around the vicinity have surveillance cameras and would show on CCTV what actually happened. And if we don't have no footage, which, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And even sometimes if we do, hell, they still won't give it to us, But, you never know what these stuff can, these instances and these situations can lead to. So the point I'm making to my people out there is, try to avoid the stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the right, stand for you're right. If you was there first, You know what I'm saying? Stand up. Now, if you want to leave, even though you was there first and you don't want to go through all that, I understand that too. That don't make you no coward or anything. That just means you using your head. But I'm not saying don't let nobody run over you. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, if you know that you was in the right and you was there first and you don't want to move and it's whatever, then you have every right to do that. But at the same time, you have to be aware of some of these situations and what it could lead to, because many people are in the graveyard in prison right now trying to be tough and could have de-escalated the situation. Now, what if the young guy would have backed the car up and ran over his old ass or something? What if the young guy would have reached up on his seat and pulled out a little 22 or 38 and shot the guy because he felt like the guy was going to hurt him? You know what I'm saying? The only thing you got to have, really, I guess, a claim of self-defense. I felt like I was threatened. I feel like he was trying to ruin my life. I feel like he was going to hurt me or do this or do that. Let me know what you all think about this situation, because trust me, you have to think not only for yourselves, but also for other people also, because people out here are not stable. A lot of people are not stable. And clearly this guy is not stable because he caused the whole damn scene over a parking space. And if you would have looked on the left of him, the right of him, and the back of him, it was parking spaces everywhere. Now, I get it. Nobody like to be playing on those parking spaces, but it's just a damn parking space. I mean, let's be for real. We got other shit more serious to worry about. Why don't nobody get so upset when people are starving, when animals are being killed left and right, when our air is polluted, our food is polluted? Why don't people show that much energy and upsetness, if you will, if that's a word, which I don't think it is? But why are they not upset at what's really important? That's crazy. But let me know what you all think about this situation. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, definitely subscribe to the channel, and also share the video with your fast and furious friends out there. And at the same time, when things like this happen to you, try to de-escalate the situation. If you're right, stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? If you're right, you stand your ground. But at the same time, if you choose to leave and you feel like this can go another way, you don't ever know what people thinking. Trust me, it don't matter about being big or bad, because there's always somebody bigger and badder than you. It's not about that. You get older by being wise and smart, not by being young and dumb and trying to be confrontational to everything. You won't last long. Anyway, let me know what you all think. And also, drive safe, stay blessed, and keep your eyes open, because you got some crazy people out here in this world. These are crazy times that we're living in, and that's the purpose of the video. Know which battles to pick. Pick your battles. Everything is not worth fighting for. Everything is not worth calling the police over. That's the problem right there. People do not know how to reason with one another. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.